The Bornean orangutan, Bongo pygmaeus, is a critically endangered species of great ape found only on the island of Borneo. These orangutans are distinguished by their reddish-brown fur and long, powerful arms, which help them navigate the dense tropical rainforests where they live. Bornean orangutans are known for their remarkable intelligence and complex social behaviors. They primarily feed on fruits, leaves, and insects, and spend most of their lives in the trees, using their strong arms to swing from branch to branch. They build nests in the trees each night to sleep in. Sadly, their population is declining due to habitat loss from logging, palm oil plantations, and human encroachment. Conservation efforts are underway to protect their natural habitat and ensure their survival for future generations. Bornean orangutan, Bongo pygmaeus. 1. Physical characteristics. Size and weight. Bornean orangutans are large apes with a robust build. Adult males can weigh between 50 to 100 kilograms, 110 to 220 pounds, while females are generally lighter. The average length of an adult male is about 1.2 to 1.5 meters, 4 to 5 feet, from head to tail. Coloration: they have reddish-brown fur that can sometimes appear more orange or dark brown. Their fur is relatively long and shaggy. Face and body: adult males have large cheek pads, known as flanges, which become more prominent with age. The face of a male is broad and has a distinctive, rounded appearance. Their arms are exceptionally long and adapted for swinging between trees. 2. Habitat. Range. Bornean orangutans are found exclusively on the island of Borneo, which is divided among Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. Environment: they inhabit lowland rainforests, swamp forests, and mountainous forests. They prefer dense, mature forests with a high abundance of fruiting trees. 3. Diet. Feeding habits: their diet primarily consists of fruits, including durian, figs, and mangosteen. They also consume leaves, flowers, seeds, and occasionally insects. Bornean orangutans are known to spend a considerable amount of time foraging and feeding. 4. Behavior. Tree-dwelling. Bornean orangutans are predominantly arboreal, tree-dwelling, and use their long arms for brachiation, swinging from branch to branch. They build nests in trees for sleeping and resting. Solitary nature: they are mostly solitary animals, with males and females coming together only for mating. They have large home ranges, and their movement and activity are influenced by food availability. 5. Reproduction. Breeding: females give birth to a single infant approximately every 6 to 8 years, which is a slow reproductive rate. The gestation period is about 8.5 months. Infants are highly dependent on their mothers for the first few years of life. Parental care: mothers are primary caregivers and carry their infants on their bodies, nurturing them until they are old enough to fend for themselves. 6. Conservation status. Threats: Bornean orangutans are critically endangered due to habitat loss from deforestation, illegal logging, and land conversion for agriculture. They are also threatened by illegal pet trade and human-wildlife conflict. Protection efforts. Conservation efforts include habitat protection, anti-poaching measures, and rehabilitation programs for orphaned orangutans. Bornean orangutans play a crucial role in their ecosystem by aiding in seed dispersal and maintaining the health of tropical forests. Protecting them is essential for preserving biodiversity and the health of their forest habitat. Diet. Primary diet: Bornean orangutans primarily eat fruits, with figs being one of their favorite foods. They consume a variety of fruits including durian, mangosteen, and jackfruit. Supplementary foods: in addition to fruits, they eat leaves, bark, and occasionally insects. They may also consume small amounts of bird eggs or small invertebrates. Foraging behavior: they spend a significant amount of time foraging for food, using their strong limbs and dexterous hands to access and handle food. Their diet can vary based on seasonal availability and the specific types of trees and plants in their lifestyle. Habitat: Bornean orangutans live in the dense rainforests of Borneo. They are highly arboreal, spending most of their time in the trees where they build nests for sleeping and resting. Movement: their long arms and prehensile hands are adapted for climbing and swinging through the trees. They move from tree to tree using a combination of brachiation, swinging from branch to branch, and quadrupedalism, moving on all fours. Social structure: they are generally solitary animals, especially males. Adult males and females have overlapping home ranges but do not interact frequently. Females, however, are more social with their offspring. Nesting: orangutans build nests from leaves and branches in the trees, usually high off the ground, to rest or sleep. They build a new nest each night, although they may reuse nests on occasion. Reproduction: female orangutans give birth to one infant at a time after a gestation period of about 8.5 months. The mother cares for the infant for several years, teaching it essential survival skills. The infant stays with the mother for up to 6 to 7 years before becoming more independent. Bornean orangutans have adapted to a life primarily in the trees, and their diet and lifestyle are closely tied to the health and availability of their forest environment. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect their habitat and ensure their survival. Genetic similarity. Genetic proximity: orangutans are among the closest relatives of humans in the primate family. They share approximately 97% of their DNA with humans. This high degree of genetic similarity reflects a common ancestor that lived around 12 to 16 million years ago. Evolutionary lineage: humans, orangutans, and other great apes, chimpanzees, gorillas, share a common evolutionary lineage. The evolutionary path diverged from this common ancestor, leading to the development of different species with various adaptations. Physical and behavioral traits. Physical characteristics: orangutans and humans both have large brains relative to their body sizes, opposable thumbs, and flexible limbs, which allow for intricate manipulation and use of tools. Behavioral parallels: orangutans exhibit complex behaviors and problem-solving abilities that are reminiscent of human traits. They use tools in the wild, such as using sticks to extract insects from crevices, and demonstrate sophisticated social behaviors. Social and cognitive abilities. Cognitive skills: orangutans have shown impressive cognitive abilities, including memory, understanding of cause and effect relationships, and the ability to use tools. These cognitive skills are comparable to those found in humans. Communication: orangutans communicate using a range of vocalizations, gestures, and facial expressions. Their communication methods share similarities with human nonverbal communication. Ecological and conservation connections. Ecological importance: both humans and orangutans play significant roles in their respective ecosystems. Orangutans are crucial for seed dispersal, which helps maintain forest health. The loss of their habitat affects not only their survival but also the broader ecological balance. Conservation efforts: the conservation of orangutans is closely linked to human activities. Habitat destruction, illegal logging, and the palm oil industry have led to a significant decline in orangutan populations. Efforts to protect orangutans and their habitats are also efforts to protect biodiversity and maintain ecological balance. Cultural and scientific interest. Research and understanding: studying orangutans provides valuable insights into human evolution, cognition, and behavior. Their similarities to humans make them a key species in understanding our own development and the evolutionary processes that have shaped us. In summary, the relationship between humans and orangutans highlights our shared evolutionary history and underscores the importance of conserving these remarkable creatures. Understanding their biology and behaviors helps us appreciate the intricate connections between all species and the need to protect the natural world. Breeding and rearing of orangutans. Breeding. Reproductive age: orangutans reach sexual maturity at around 7 to 10 years of age, although females generally start reproducing later, around 12 to 15 years old. Males may not achieve full reproductive maturity until they are 15 to 20 years old. Mating behavior: mating in orangutans is not strictly seasonal and can occur throughout the year. Males use vocalizations, such as long calls, to attract females and establish their territory. These calls can travel long distances and help males advertise their presence to potential mates. Gestation period: the gestation period for orangutans lasts about 8.5 to 9 months, which is similar to humans. Birth: a single infant is usually born after the gestation period. Twins are rare but can occur. Rearing. Parental care: female orangutans are the primary caregivers for their young. They provide all the care and nurturing required for the infant's survival and development. Infant dependency: infants are highly dependent on their mothers for the first few years of their lives. They cling to their mother's fur and are carried on her body. During this period, they learn essential skills for survival, including foraging for food and building nests. Weaning: the weaning process typically begins around 2 to 3 years of age, but the mother may continue to care for her offspring until they are around 6 to 7 years old. The young orangutans learn to find food and build nests independently during this time. Learning and independence: orangutans have a slow developmental process compared to other primates. Young orangutans learn by observing and mimicking their mothers. They acquire vital survival skills and knowledge about their environment through this learning dispersal. Once they reach adolescence, young orangutans typically leave their mother's side to establish their own territory. Males usually disperse further from their natal area compared to females, who may remain closer to their mother's range. Conservation and challenges. Habitat loss: orangutans face significant threats from habitat destruction due to deforestation, illegal logging, and agricultural expansion. This loss of habitat impacts their breeding and rearing as it reduces the availability of food and safe nesting sites. Captive breeding: in captivity, orangutans are sometimes bred as part of conservation programs. These programs aim to maintain genetic diversity and assist in the reintroduction of orangutans into the wild. However, the success of these programs depends on proper care, suitable habitats, and effective human-wildlife conflict. Encroachment by human activities can lead to conflicts, affecting the survival and reproductive success of orangutans. Conservation efforts focus on mitigating these conflicts and protecting the orangutans' natural habitats to ensure their continued survival. The breeding and rearing of orangutans are complex processes that highlight the importance of their natural habitats and the challenges they face in the wild. Conservation efforts are crucial to ensure the survival of these magnificent apes and their ability to continue their unique life cycle in the wild. Orangutan intelligence and social behavior. 1. Intelligence. Tool use: orangutans are known for their sophisticated tool use. They use sticks to extract insects from tree bark and to access honey from beehives. This ability to use and modify tools demonstrates their advanced cognitive skills. Problem solving: orangutans exhibit impressive problem-solving abilities. They can solve complex tasks and puzzles, such as opening containers to retrieve food. Their problem-solving skills suggest high levels of intelligence and adaptability. Memory and learning: orangutans have excellent memory and learning capabilities. They can remember the locations of food sources and the sequences of actions required to obtain food. They also learn by observing and imitating the actions of others. Communication: orangutans use a range of vocalizations, gestures, and facial expressions to communicate. They have been observed using specific calls to signal distress, locate others, or mark territory. Their communication skills are a testament to their cognitive complexity. 2. Social behavior. Solitary lifestyle: orangutans are primarily solitary animals. Adult males are especially solitary and maintain large territories. females, while also largely solitary, interact with their offspring and occasionally with other females. Mother-infant bond. The bond between a mother and her infant is strong and enduring. A mother orangutan cares for her infant for several years, providing nourishment, protection, and teaching essential survival skills. This extended maternal care helps the infant develop the skills needed for independent living. Territorial behavior. Male orangutans are territorial and use vocalizations, such as long calls, to defend their territory and attract potential mates. These calls serve to establish boundaries and avoid direct confrontations with other males. Social learning. Orangutans learn social behaviors through observation and imitation. Young orangutans learn from their mothers and other group members how to find food, build nests, and navigate their environment. Play and exploration. Young orangutans engage in play, which helps them develop physical and cognitive skills. They explore their environment, climb trees, and use objects in playful ways, which contributes to their learning and development. 3. Conservation implications. Understanding the intelligence and social behavior of orangutans is crucial for their conservation. Their complex behaviors highlight their need for a rich and diverse habitat to thrive. Conservation efforts must focus on preserving their natural environment, addressing threats such as deforestation and illegal hunting, and supporting research that enhances our understanding of their needs and behaviors. Orangutans are among the most intelligent and socially complex of the great apes, and their behavior provides valuable insights into the evolution of cognition and social structures in primates.